Number 4, what is x to the nearest degree? Okay, if we have the 47-degree angle, this is where we're going to label our triangle off of. So across from 47 is our opposite, and across from the right angle is our hypotenuse. So again, we have opposite and hypotenuse. So as you can see, the only trig function that has O and H in it is sine. So again, we will use sine. Sine of 47 is x opposite side over the hypotenuse, which is 12. So to get x by itself, we have to multiply out that 12. So it's 12 times the sine of 47. And we can just do this in the calculator. 12 times the sine of 47 is 8.8. 8.78 since we are rounding to the nearest hundredth. So that's B. And then from an airplane 6,000 feet above the ground, you see a landing strip and an angle of depression of 24.5 degrees. Measuring the distance along the ground, how far are you from the landing strip? Round your answer to the nearest hundredth. Okay, so here's our ground, here's our airplane. Okay, so our airplane's flying in, and it sees the landing strip down here. Here's your landing strip, and it's coming down at this angle. So we have this right triangle that's formed. So you can do this a couple ways. You can remember that the angle of depression is the same as the angle of elevation, and they're always measured from the horizontal. So here's your angle of elevation. So you would have to use, for the angle of depression, you would have to draw the horizon line up here and measure down. So this is 24.5 degrees because that's the angle of depression. So this is the 24.5 degree angle in our right triangle. Now an airplane is 6,000 feet above ground, so that's where you put the 6,000. Measuring the distance along the ground, how far are you from the landing strip? So the distance across the ground is what we're looking for. So we're using this right triangle. We have the adjacent side and the opposite side, so that's tangent. So we use the tangent of 24.5 equals 6,000 over x. Now if you don't know why I use tangent, it's because we have SOHCAHTOA, and I have the adjacent and the opposite sides. And the only ones that have adjacent and opposite is the tangent function. Okay, so x is in the denominator, so when that happens, we need to get it out. The only way to get it out is to move it up here by multiplying it out, but then we will end up dividing by the tangent of 24.5. So what you can do is just switch these two because it's cross multiplication in a proportion. So this will end up giving us x is equal to 6,000 divided by the tangent of 24.5. And then we can just do that in the calculator. 6,000 divided by tangent of 24.5, which is 13,165.8. And that is feet. So we are 13,165.8 feet away.